Somewhere, behind locked doors and layers of silence, humanity has always been experimenting on itself. Not always in bright, open laboratories, but in hidden rooms, where the line between discovery and cruelty begins to blur. This is the story of the experiments we were never meant to know. Every generation believes it's more civilized than the one before, yet history keeps proving that progress often comes with a dark cost. In the 1950s, the Cold War brought not just the threat of nuclear weapons, but a new obsession: the human mind. Intelligence agencies feared that enemy nations might discover ways to control thought, extract secrets, or reprogram loyalty itself. And in that fear, they began to experiment. In the United States, this obsession took form as one of the most secret and disturbing research programs in history: Project MKUltra. Launched by the CIA in 1953, MKUltra aimed to explore methods of behavior modification and mind control. The program grew into more than 150 sub-projects, scattered across universities, hospitals, prisons, and military bases. Many of the people involved had no idea they were part of it. Subjects were given LSD without consent. They were hypnotized, deprived of sleep, and placed in isolation for hours or even days. Electroshock and sensory deprivation were used to test how far the human mind could be pushed and how easily it could be broken. One of the most infamous branches of this program was Operation Midnight Climax. The CIA set up secret safe houses in San Francisco and New York, equipped with hidden microphones and one-way mirrors. There, unsuspecting individuals were lured in, drugged, and observed, all in the name of psychological research. Doctors and officials justified these methods as vital to national security, but to those who lived through them, it was psychological torture. A nurse who later spoke about the experiments described the subjects as looking like ghosts, not because of what they had seen, but because of what had been done to their minds. For decades, the existence of MKUltra was denied. Only in the 1970s, through the investigations of journalists and the U.S. Senate's Church Committee, did the truth come to light. By then, most of the records had already been destroyed on CIA orders. What survived revealed enough to confirm that the program was real and far darker than the public ever imagined. But the United States wasn't alone. Across the Iron Curtain, the Soviet Union was conducting its own psychological and parapsychological research. Scientists there explored hypnosis, sleep deprivation, and the potential effects of electromagnetic fields on the human brain. Much of this work fell under what became known as psychotronic research, an attempt to understand and possibly influence the human mind through unseen forces. While the exact names and details of these Soviet projects remain uncertain or classified, declassified materials and witness accounts confirm that the USSR also pursued experiments that tested the limits of mental endurance and psychological manipulation. Different nations, different ideologies, but the same ambition: to understand and perhaps control the human mind. As the Cold War ended, the secret laboratories began to disappear, but the impulse behind them didn't vanish. It simply evolved. In the 21st century, the laboratories are digital. The test subjects are no longer in hospital beds or interrogation rooms. They're online. Every time we scroll, click, or pause on a post, we contribute to a vast, invisible experiment. Today's researchers aren't intelligence agents, they're data scientists and engineers. Their goal isn't to interrogate, but to predict, to understand what makes us react, what keeps us engaged, and what drives us to buy, believe, or obey. This field is known as behavioral design, a science that studies how small changes in what we see can shape how we think and act. Algorithms analyze our preferences, emotions, and attention spans to guide our behavior without us ever realizing it. It's not mind control in the old sense, it's something quieter, subtler, and infinitely more effective. An algorithm doesn't need our consent, it only needs our data. And we give it freely every single day. When I began researching hidden experiments, I expected the darkest parts to be the secrecy, the destroyed records, the classified files. But what truly unsettled me was how easily people justified it. In the past, doctors justified pain in the name of progress. Governments justified cruelty in the name of security. And today, we justify surveillance in the name of convenience. We call it innovation, but maybe it's just the same story, rewritten in code. Science sometimes forgets that every subject is a person. Someone's child, someone's friend, a heartbeat, a history, a life. The truth is, hidden experiments never really end, because they don't just happen in secret facilities anymore. They happen whenever curiosity loses its conscience, whenever progress matters more than people. And maybe the real experiment now is seeing how long we can look away before realizing that we're all part of it. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next episode.